Hello, hello, hello. Happy 4 days after Happy New Year. And oh, what a Happy New Year it's going to be. Everything is going to be rocking and rolling, bopping and a reeling. Yep, yep. And you know what that is, right? You got it. It's going to be a rough year ahead. It's in your Trends Journal. Top trends. 2021, a Happy New Year. And you take a look at your top trends. Boy, nobody's talking about what we're doing. Yeah, the crypto capital, COVID war, homeless towns, tax wars. Yep, one metaverse, one trend after another. Again, you pick up the newspapers and all they have is making sense of 2021. Afghanistan, COVID variants, gas, space tourism, the news that defined 2021. That's the toilet paper record, the New York Times. Again, subscribe to the Trends Journal. Support us. We're doing everything we can to give you the best that we can do. And we're taking off this week. No Trends Journal this week. Need a break. But coming back next week, there'll be a lot of information in it. And they're averaging about 135 pages a week, no advertisements. So the Dow today, it was up 200 points, but the NASDAQ lost 1%. The S&P hit a high, but closed a little bit lower. It ended the day down. And investors this week have been betting the economy could overcome the latest surge of COVID cases, which topped 1 million in the USA. So that's what the fear is. But again, the deaths are half. You go to the New York Times, you put in U.S. COVID deaths, they have the chart. January 4th, 2021, there were around 2,500 COVID deaths over a 7-day period. Now, you're looking at the 7-day average. Now you're looking at around 1,300 and something. It's half of it. But the fear is spreading, and the reason very clearly why are because people are getting tested. You could have it and have no symptoms. And again, the death rates are very low, but we'll get into that later. And who's dying and why. So you look at this, cruise operators continued their rebound with shares of Carnival Corp, Royal Caribbean, and Norwegian Cruise each rose more than 1%. Airline stocks also are higher. I mean, this is a joke. It's a joke. And we're going to get to what a joke it is. And again, all the flights canceled on and on and on, and all the restrictions going on, it makes no sense. But again, there's a great video we did last Friday with Gregory Mannarino. And it's on this site, the Gerald Celente site. Gregory nails where the markets are going to go. And I have to agree with him because it's a totally rigged game. Gold went up today. Took a big hit up. And, you know, it's the inflation fears that are driving it up, even though the dollar got stronger and the Treasury yields also went higher. And, of course, you know, with the gold, it doesn't offer a yield of its own. So when yields go up, dollar gets strong, gold goes down. But there's this fear of inflation keep going up. So gold had a good day today. Oil, now Brent crude now is back around $80 a barrel. It hit a high of around $87 a barrel. Let's go back to inflation and what it means. And what happened is the OPEC Plus team decided they're going to put in another 400,000 barrels a day. But remember, they cut back 10 million. And they're doing this, you know, the pressure from the United States. They're putting more oil into the supply. But supply and demand, anyway, oil's up. On the bottom line is, as oil goes higher, so too does inflation. And then you have, of course, we've been talking about the wild cards. And the wild cards are things going to break out in the Ukraine between Russia and Ukraine. We don't believe so, but that's a wild card. What we're very more concerned about is with Israel and what they're doing, and could events break out over there between Israel and Iran. If that happens, you're going to see oil prices spike well above $100 a barrel, and that will crash the global economy because it'll spike inflation. You're already looking at inflation numbers coming out of Europe, almost 5%, 6.8% in the United States. And these lying little sons of bitches and daughters of bastards, the Federal Reserve fucks. They've been bullshitting us with a 2%. Oh, when inflation goes over 2%, we're going to raise rates. Yeah, you're full of shit. Oh, don't calm down, Celenti. Swallow their shit. Be a good American. I am a Frenchman. I'm an Italian. We have Draghi. How low can you go, you Italians? How low can you go? Oh, Merkel. Oh, yeah, the Rothschild guy. Yeah, I forget. You could go real low over there in France. They're banksters that are destroying our lives. Lying, freaky bastards and bitches. You gotta be equal because look at Miss Faccia Brute. That's right. Right there. Our Treasury Secretary, Janet screaming, yelling. How low can you go? Well, we got Powell. Yeah. Puffball Powell, the bullshit prick. Can't say the other word for the woman because then I would be attacked for it. Oh, calm down, Celenti. Hey, the banksters killed Christ. What the hell are you getting upset about? Anyway, China's domestic stocks surge. I'm mentioning this. Oh, did you see what Tesla's doing? They're opening up in the Uyghur region. Yeah, and we wrote about this in the Trends Journal. They could care less about all this, well, what China's doing to the Uyghurs and on and on and on. It's all about the bottom line. And China's coming to the top. The growth cements China's position as the world's second largest equity market and the second largest economy. From nowhere before that other fucking scumbag, murderous bastard Bill Clinton brought them into the World Trade Organization. Oh, we love Bill Clinton, yeah. Every time that little dick got caught with his pants down, bombing the fucking shit out of Iraq. Oh, what he did to Serbia, the Yugoslav war, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, anyway. China 2021, Asia-Pacific Pact launches with U.S. on sidelines. China joined U.S. allies, including Japan and Australia, in a new Asia-Pacific agreement launched Saturday, with the U.S. watching from the sidelines. Because the business of America has been war, the business of China is business. $778 billion going to the military-industrial complex to murder more people around the world. Calm down, Celenti. It's good to murder people. We voted for George Bush. We liked Obama. All right? Oh, and now you got Biden there. Bullshit Biden. That fuck. There wasn't a war that he didn't love. Domestic membership stores may replace foreign rivals amid Sam Club backlash. This is going on in China. Remember what we've been writing about. We've been writing over and over and over and over and over and over China's dual circulation policy. Made in China. There's nothing coming out of the West that brings any kind of uniqueness, elegance, and style anymore. It's gone. It's a freak show. Oh, it's not? Oh, Mitch McConnell's not a fucking prick freak? No, Lindsey Graham isn't. No, I know. We got Nancy Pelosi and little Chucky Schumer. How low can you go? China misses target in 2020 trade deal. Beijing's commitment to step up purchases of U.S. goods and services under the 2020 trade pact expired Friday, with China missing the target by a wide margin. No shit. No shit. The only way this country is going to come back, or any country, is stop this bullshit about getting your crap made in Asian countries and other countries that are paying the people nothing, and bring manufacturing back home, like China's doing with their dual circulation policy. Eurozone warned of threats to recovery. Economists say rapidly rising prices and virus pose main risk to the Eurobloc. And there's a study done by the Financial Times. Corporate cash haul hits $12.1 trillion in blockbuster year for markets. All the cheap money. Isn't that a nice word, corporate cash haul? Yeah. They got all the cash. Oh, did you see the numbers came out? Oh, I did them. Yeah. The billionaires. The billionaires got $1 trillion richer. That's right. That's right. Last year, 400 people got $1 trillion richer. And then they go on to this, right? Go on saying that bond buying programs launched by central banks, including Federal Reserve and European Central Bank, during the pandemic have helped to push borrowing costs to historic lows, as we the little people have nowhere to put our money, doesn't go in the bank and get interest rate anymore, keep it very low so the bigs can borrow for nothing and buy up everything. And that's one of your columns in the Trends Journal each week, bigs getting bigger. It's been really a blockbuster year, says Charles Blum, a BNB Paribas banker, who helped finance leverage buyouts. Okay. ECB expected to apply stimulus for longer. More cheap money, longer. Keep the bigs going up. 4.5 million Americans voluntarily left jobs in November, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Isn't that something? Why are they quitting? Because the jobs suck. They don't want to have them anymore. And by the way, there are great on-trendpreneur opportunities in all of this. And we write about them in the Trends Journal. Workers continue to quit jobs at a historic rate. Yep. Oh, unionization. One of our top trends for 2022. That's right. Less workers, more demand. Supply and demand. Unionization is going to continue to get stronger, and it's going to push up inflation. Office returns again halted amid surge. Yep. So what does that mean? What's going to happen to commercial real estate? It's in your Trends Journal. Here's the number. There were 1,350, this is a 7-day average, deaths as of today. Back in a year ago to date, there were 2,617. Biden pick for FDA chief holds millions in big pharma investments. Dr. Robert Califf, President Biden's pick to lead the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, made millions as a consultant for more than a dozen pharmaceutical corporations and holds millions more in big pharma investments. This is out of the Children's Defense Fund article by RFK Jr. And again, who's the other scumbag that was the FDA commissioner? Oh, little Scott Gottlieb. Yeah, the guy that's now on the board of directors of Pfizer. Got it? And don't call them dozen pharmaceutical corporations. They're drug dealers. Grow the fuck up. Officials debate critical phase of fully vaccinated. Is a booster required? Official pieces of crap. They're making this shit up. Oh, cruise lines went up. Airline stocks went up. CDC warns off tourists from popular Caribbean getaway. In its first update to travel advisories in 2022, U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has just added one new destination. Yep. Aruba. And the other ones, some of the biggest travel names, remain firmly logged at CDC's level 4 for now. France, Germany, Greece, Ireland, Italy. France, Germany, Greece, Ireland, Italy, Netherlands, Portugal, Spain, Switzerland, all with high vaccination rates. Spurred by Omicron, Europe is setting virus cases records daily. Cases, not deaths. Cases, not deaths. And what do they say here? Portugal has one of the most successful vaccination campaigns in the world, reaching nearly every person eligible and driving down the toll wrought by the Delta variant. But infections are climbing. The Netherlands, with nearly 2 weeks of reimposed lockdowns, Omicron is spreading. Almost every cruise ship reports COVID-19 cases on board, despite precautions. Yep. Including vaccinations, testing, and face covering requirements. The Pentagon's head over there, that Austin guy, the defense secretary, tested positive with COVID-19, fully vaccinated. People on the cruise ships, fully vaccinated. Oh, Jimmy Fallon, the comic. This guy ain't funny, but people are stupid and think he is. Oh, there's another guy out there making fun of the people who aren't getting vaccinated. Jimmy Fallon reveals he tested positive for COVID-19. I was vaccinated and boosted. All right? Officials debate critical phase of fully vaccinated, the toilet paper record story. They're making this shit up. Remember, it had a 95% efficacy rate, or was it 96%? Oh, but the Omicron's different. CDC recommends 5-month gap for Pfizer COVID-19 booster dose. Brought it down from 6 months. And for 12 to 15-year-olds. But CDC numbers, 61% of teenagers hospitalized for COVID-19 had severe obesity. All right? And other pre-existing comorbidities. It is the American way. It's whale watching. You been to the airport lately? They say pigs can't fly. They're eating crap. No one talks about building up your immune system and getting in good health. It's not allowed because we got the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease Director Anthony "Fuck you, Fauci" said on CNN Sunday that, I call it a tsunami of infections. And he recommends that fully vaccinated don't go to restaurants. That's great for the business. Why did you get fully vaccinated? Why did you get vaccinated if it's not working? But if you don't get vaccinated and you get sick, then you're going to die. Oh, how about that guy, that Jeff Rich, whatever, the moron guy, said he almost died after he was totally vaccinated, he got the COVID. We did that story. Breitbart. Over 2,700 schools will be closed. And remote learning. Again, go back to your Trends Journal what this means. This is going to be one of the biggest metaverse and on-trend opportunities around. Again, interactive view. This is just the beginning. It's the beginning of a new system. It's better than what they got, and it's going to go on from there. And as I said from the very beginning, when the COVID war broke out, when people lose everything and have nothing left to lose, they lose it. Cook County shooting deaths hit record. More people were shot to death in Chicago and surrounding Cook County in 2021 than at any other year on record. No kidding. Oh, we have survivalism articles by Bradley Steiner in the Trends Journal. You better learn how to protect yourself. Because this thing's going, look at that Lighthead they got over there, Lightfoot, whatever her name is, over there in Chicago. A joke. And it's one jokester after another. What else do we have here? Former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo won't face criminal prosecution over alleged allegations that he fondled an aide. Nope. So he's not getting. He's not going to get prosecuted for fondling an aide. He should get prosecuted for jerking off in public, that arrogant little dictator. That's all he was doing, arrogantly jerking off in public. That's what he should be criminalized for, little arrogant nipple rings, period. He should only say, period. I said it, period. Yeah, period. Anyway, a lot more going on. They'll be in your Trends Journal again. Trendsjournal.com to read history before it happens. The only magazine in the world that's telling you what's going on, what it means, and what's next. Nothing comes close. Nobody doing the trends of 2022. Don't know how to. They don't teach trend forecasting at Harvard, Princeton, Yale, Cambridge, anywhere, because they don't know how to do it. All right? And if you want your vaccine passport, consider joining the Universal Church of Freedom, Peace, and Justice. freedompeacejustice.com. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon. Oh, before I forget, tomorrow I'll see you. We're going to be doing another podcast with Judge Napolitano. That's right. So stay tuned. The COVID-19 war has changed the world, but who's prepared? What's next? It's in your Trends Journal. Trends Journal subscribers are prepared. Subscribe to the Trends Journal. Read history before it happens. From the world leader in trend forecasting.